Welcome to the Unraveling the Scriptures channel. Among the achievements and episodes that marked the life of King David, the leader of the Israelite people, undoubtedly one of the most impactful was the formidable challenge faced against the giant Goliath. However, surprisingly, there is a part of this story that is often overlooked. David not only confronted Goliath but also faced another giant of his time. On one occasion, a giant, Goliath's brother and belonging to the same lineage of giants, attempted to take David's life, dangerously close to accomplishing his intent. Intriguing, it is this lesser-known aspect that I will address in this video. So, don't forget to leave your like, share with other interested parties, and follow another episode of our series on the giants of the Scriptures. The Revenge of Goliath's Brother Against David, the Untold Story. Among all the events in David's life, what stands out the most is the fact that he was a humble shepherd of the tribe of Judah, the son of Jesse, and a descendant of the tribe of Judah. Remarkably, he was chosen to succeed the former King Saul, who had ceased to obey God. Starting from his humble origins as a shepherd, David transformed into a renowned king, recognized as the king after God's own heart in the entire history of Israel. Throughout David's life, one of the aspects that most captivates people is the challenges, wars, battles, and conflicts he faced as the king of Israel. One of these encounters, perhaps the most striking in David's history and that of the nation of Israel, was the terrible confrontation against the giant Goliath. At only 15 to 17 years old at the time, David defeated the fearsome Goliath, raising various questions after the death of the Philistine giant. The Philistines were the ancient seafaring people who inhabited the coastal region of the current Gaza Strip and surrounding areas during the Iron Age. Their history is notably recorded in the Bible and other historical sources. Philistine society flourished around the 12th century BCE, coexisting with other civilizations in the region, such as the Israelites. The most prominent Philistine city-states were Gaza, Ashkelon, Ashdod, Ekron, and Gath. These cities formed a Philistine confederation, and their coastal location allowed them to maintain a strong maritime and commercial presence. Many people express curiosity about the great giant Goliath, especially regarding his imposing stature and the intimidating atmosphere he conveyed as a Philistine mercenary. His gigantic stature, associated with his status as a member of the Rephaim race, instilled fear. However, there is rarely a discussion about the other giants related to Goliath, his brothers of the same race, belonging to the lineage of Rephaim giants. This less explored facet reveals an intriguing aspect of the giant's history beyond the notorious giant Goliath. Since ancient times, from the days of Moses and even before, in the days of Abraham, this race of giants remains shrouded in mystery regarding their origin. Although there is consensus about the ancestry of these giants after the flood, stemming from unions between human women and fallen angels who cohabited with the daughters of men, resulting in a generation of giants that challenged the people of Israel and the servants of God. The term Rephaim is notable for its curious origin, with a Phoenician Hebrew meaning that refers to the undead or even entities from the past that, in some way, re-emerged after having died before the flood. The Bible reveals that the giant Goliath had several brothers of the same Rephaim lineage. In one of the battles that took place after the flood, one of these brothers attempted to avenge Goliath in a direct confrontation with King David. These battles were part of the frequent conflicts between the people of Israel, the Philistines, and other peoples in the region, many of whom maintained friendly relations with the giants. On numerous occasions, these giants allied with the Philistines, as well as the Phoenicians, to fight against the Israelites. Certainly, I will continue the narrative of Goliath's brothers' revenge against David as recorded in the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 21, verses 15 to 22. The narrative of Goliath's brothers' revenge against David is recorded in the book of 2 Samuel, in chapter 21, from verses 15 to 22. During this battle, David became extremely fatigued and exhausted. In this context, a great giant named Ishbi-benob emerged, equipped with a bronze spear weighing approximately 6 kilograms and wielding an immense new sword. He believed he could kill King David and, thus, charged at him during the war. However, Abishai, the son of David's sister Zeruiah, came to the king's aid and courageously confronted the giant, resulting in his defeat. Abishai is first mentioned in 1 Samuel 26 when David is fleeing from Saul, who was pursuing him with the intent to kill. On that occasion, David and Abishai secretly enter Saul's camp while he sleeps. Abishai suggests killing Saul right there, claiming that God had delivered the enemy into their hands, but David refuses, choosing only to cut a piece of Saul's robe as evidence that he could have killed him but chose not to. Abishai was also involved in other battles alongside David, proving to be a brave and loyal warrior. He is mentioned in military contexts and is described as one of the chief commanders of David's army. The biblical narrative about Abishai highlights both his courage on the battlefield and his loyalty to David, his uncle. David's soldiers, impressed by Abishai's intervention, made a vow to never allow David to directly participate in wars again, recognizing him as the hope of Israel and fearing to lose him. After this episode, another war occurred against the Philistines, this time in the city of Gob. During this battle, Sibbecai the Hushathite killed Saph. In another instance of confrontation, also in Gob, Elhanan, the son of Jair, killed a giant who was the brother of Goliath, named Goliath the Gittite. Thus, the records of 2 Samuel highlight a series of epic battles fought by David's soldiers against the Philistine giants, demonstrating courage and divine protection for the people of Israel. For those who are not familiar with the history and origin of the 5 brothers of Goliath, all belonging to the same race of giants, I will share the link to the video I created here in the comments, which I find quite interesting. I am sure each of you will appreciate it. For those who cannot find the link in the comments, you can search on the channel, where the video is titled The Story and Origin about the 5 Giant Brothers of Goliath What They Never Tell You. This story, though little known today, is extraordinarily curious and fascinating. At a time when David had already defeated the renowned Goliath by beheading him, one of Goliath's brothers, of the same giant race, named Ishbi-benob, tried to avenge the death of his brother during a battle in which David was exhausted and fatigued. The narrative unfolds amid battles between the people of Israel and the Philistines, who had mercenaries in their ranks. The Philistines, in a way, revered these giants as if they were deities, due to their imposing stature and colossal strength. This episode, although less known, adds intriguing layers to David's saga against the giants and the complexities of the battles faced by the people of Israel. So, Ishbi-benob, armed with a spear weighing about 13 feet, tried to attack David during an exhausting battle. Facing a formidable giant, David, already tired and exhausted, did not hesitate to confront him. It was not an ordinary opponent, like the normal Philistines of about 5.5 feet in height, but another giant who, according to reports, could be about 10 feet tall or even the same height as the giant Goliath. In this video, I explored fascinating details about this curious battle, highlighting David's courage in facing a giant like Ishbi-benob. Even fatigued, David did not back down from the challenge, facing an opponent of impressive dimensions. The outcome of the battle, with the intervention of David's nephew, son of Zeruiah, Abishai, who came to the king's aid, is an intriguing part of this narrative. I hope you enjoyed this video, in which I shared information about this battle and the story of the giant Ishbi-benob. If you liked this exploration of the giants in the scriptures, leave your comments below. Take care, and see you soon.